Yeah, so just took a bit of profit on my Phantom because we're coming up to weekly open. Like, I want to see something like this and a higher low now. I want this stuff to hold. I want these lows to not get broken on the 4 hour and the daily, and then yeah, we can carve something out nice. Sorry, we can carve something nice out on alts with the massive wick flushes with everyone liquidated, and then just go to a nice little alt season. It would make me very happy, very very happy. Link actually did a madness, crazy. So yeah, I think if I'm gonna go probably through all the major alts, and we'll see if we can set some alerts and stuff. In the meantime, feel free to slam something in the chat. Oh look, he's already Emerson's quick on that. Boy, I've got bots running on Ada, Atom, Sui, and Dodge. Nice man, nice. You're in UK, aren't you as well? I'm gonna get my Palau ID after Christmas in the new year. I haven't bought it up because I'm very low on botting right now because I'm mostly in my spot altcoins and I'm in from very very low. So if we do get the altcoin pump like soon, I'll be able to take some nice profit and roll it into like botting and stuff. Can you take a look at Pepe? Yeah, it was pumping, wasn't it? I had a link long, sold it around 26.6. Nice, bro. What a legend. It could be reload time soon on this. But yeah, watch this weekly. Watch this weekly. We've gone right into the gap. What was the other one that the weekly was looking a bit? Yeah, it's Ada. If we get something like that on link, don't be scared of this, because we might just get a little flush out. Although it looks pretty strong. Look at that wick, bro. That weekly candle looks like it wants to go all the way up to 33.5. Oh, to look at now, spot. Yeah, let's see. We'll have a look. Pepe. Yeah, Link has been in the range for 4 years. I'll be surprised. Yeah, yeah, it will. Saw my link for AVAX a while back. Rough. I don't think you can't bot without KYCing. To be honest, mate, I might be KYC'd on Femex from years ago, and I heard you can bot with them. I did KYC when I go, oh yeah, fine. On Binance, yeah. I think I might have in like 2021, and then they just packed up everyone's bags and were like, all right, see ya. But I miss Bybit more than Binance. Binance just like makes me remember of like 10x cross logging every altcoin in 2021 and making money. This looks bullish, just from a quick look. I quite like that. Let's have a look at this. Um, I think this looks really good. This wick was like the final. This was like the final. Okay, this is your chance to get in. These were the retests of December. This is the retest of the previous weekly open in the band, and we closed above. And now we're popping above the swing and coming for a retest. I quite like this chart. I would have liked to see this tested first, the weekly open, because now the chances are that if we do that, we're probably going to come here and reject off it the first time. If we do this and reject, we'll probably find support and then go. Well, just talking about probabilities. But I do like this as a chart. It might be time to start looking like Bowman stuff again now. I know Popcat had quite a good day the other day. It seems to be carving out quite a nice little range around here for scalping around this weekly open and the band. And then this weekly open right now is about a 17% range, which is quite nice. I like it for higher. I really do. I'm a fan of it. I reckon a couple alerts wouldn't go straight. Maybe 223 around here, and then possibly 235 just to see the price action around there. Oh, well. What did I say? 223, 235. And you might as well set an alert on 264. And then just wait. There's no point in doing something here. If anything, you should have shorted the retest of the daily open. Right here. But I was asleep. But yeah, I like it. Looks good, man. I used to trade quite a lot of Pepe. Let's actually just have a look at XRP. To me, this looks kind of like a consolidation downtrend, where it's probably going to do a bit more and then possibly break out. But I don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's ready. This is quite heavy resistance as well. I don't think that's ready. I would only be scalping XRP right now. It's trying to carve something out for a bigger move or something. I'm just gonna leave that. BNB looks really good. I actually had a long at like 656 that got insta stopped here. I think I told you about that, but I think any secondary test will look good. I want to go and touch weekly open first, just one test on everything, and then anything down here will just be retest buy, retest buy, retest buy if they're a bounce. Let's have a look at Sol. Sol regaining this swing, still in a downtrend though. This is heavy resistance. This is like the gain and go level. Looks actually pretty decent. We did have 2 weeks in the band on the Q2 down here, which was quite a nice trade. I actually didn't. I don't think I was looking at it down here, so I haven't jumped on it. But yeah, it's trying to do something. I do think the next test of this, we probably might get up above it. Let me just check the chat. Can somebody explain this e-residency thing? It's just basically, I'm not sure if someone's already said it in the chat. Surely Palau doesn't change your tax residency if you're UK based. Yeah, no, it does. It doesn't. I just think it's just an ID to KYC exchanges that aren't available in your jurisdiction. I'm not really sure about the ins and outs on it, but it seems to work as of now. They might be making it a little bit tougher soon when they bring in more regulations. So, but it's worked for like over a year. People have been using it for a while in this community.
Yeah, just wanted to say that the European Union MICA goes into effect at the end of the month. So, yeah, so some of the countries, I think non-Schengen countries are going to get hit, like Norway is going to get hit pretty bad. But for most EU countries, it doesn't really change a whole lot. But with the KYC, there might be, you might have to check with your exchanges individually about tax reporting. So if you've like KYC'd yourself to your actual location, they might have a requirement to report your information to your tax authority. which is something that I saw that Binance was potentially going to do. So I've kind of moved away from that for the last couple of months. With the Palau ID, it still works, but it's probably important to look at that as a potential way to get away from EU regulation, US regulation, until, of course, it starts to change in the US.
Yeah, I mean, weren't you saying something about they're starting to ask for addresses, or they're going to bring out an address service because exchanges have started to ask for your proof of
So
address?
that's been in the works for Palau ID. They don't have anything in place yet for like a digital residency. They have like the digital they have the digital ID, but not like a digital address that you can then pay for, like a PO box, effectively, right?
Mm,
But yeah, the biggest issue there is that like it doesn't defer you from your tax identification. So like, yeah, effectively, like wherever your residency is, you're still required to pay any taxes, and you need to be really specific on like some countries are looking at, like I think France was looking at unrealized capital gains on crypto as an example,
mm,
which is psychotic, but that is coming down the pipeline in a couple different countries, and we'll see how they do it in the EU. So it's just something you got to monitor, because what you don't want to do is be 2 or 3 years down the road, and all of a sudden like the tax man comes knocking on your door
yeah.
because you converted to dollars or euros or something.
Mhm. And if you're in the UK, the tax man will definitely come down on you hard. It's like a cardinal sin
Yeah.
here. It's like worse than a lot of things.
Oh yeah, I mean, like it's the same thing in Sweden. Like they give tax people get like 10 years compared to like violent crimes who get like community service.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Because they just think, oh, we can change them. Or I don't really know. I think it might be like a probably an infection of ideology. Anyway, let's not go into that. Can someone explain? Yeah, does it work? Yeah, of course it does. Trio and US weren't really affected by that dump. No, they weren't. Trio is dump proof, bro. We know this from the Turbo Quant himself. US is actually finally doing something which is nice for the long time holders. As I know Estonia do e-residency too. What was the idea behind getting these IDs? I think we answered that. Can you then VPN trade with the ID fully? Yes, you can. But yeah, just be careful of what Viking said. As
Yeah,
always,
I mean,
probably.
you can VPN. I mean, the important thing is like if you're trading, you should probably be using a kill switch enabled VPN anyways.
Mm,
So it's not like directed to your IP, because the blockchain's not private, right? Like you can be tracked IP address accessing, for the blockchain transit. Like it's not hard to track,
yeah.
right? So, and what I mean by kill switch is it's like what I have on my phone, on my computer, or my laptop, excuse me, which is you cannot connect to the internet unless it's through a VPN.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
like it
it's
stops the traffic.
yeah.
Hmm.
So not really as a security thing, but more of like a anonymity thing, and it's a very base layer. Like it's not like anything advanced where you're you know you've rented a server through a fake name in Germany that you're running all of your trading off of, which is also using a VPN to another server. Like that's a little bit more advanced, but you don't need that. Most people don't need that.
Hmm. Yeah, and just yeah, probably have a financial advisor. No, an accountant that you can just ask these questions about. Because it's better
Yeah,
to ask
if you're looking at a
questions and
couple
then just
grand,
and yeah,
yeah, if you're at a couple of grand, then you definitely need to do that.
yeah, for sure. Just to be safe. Better to be safe than sorry. And then front up a few grand, then go to jail or something. Even though it hurts. Yeah, we'll reflect on USDT because it's not passing Micah. I was going to pay my tax in the UK, but safe access to exchanges would be very nice. Yeah, and also the widening of exchanges and stuff that you could use would be really really nice in the UK because over the last 2 or 3 years we've been very constricted and it's been quite hard. Like at one point I was only using Femex and that's all I had until Blowfin came out with no KYC. I was actually using Mexi at one point and I was like, I hate this. I need to get off this ASAP. So to have a Palau ID and be able to trade futures on stuff like Bybit again, where it's one of the exchanges with the most liquidity, it's trusted, it's probably my favorite. ever, would be very nice. Yeah. Yeah, without that one single ping to server would be like, okay, nice. Anyway, let's keep looking. Um, Popcat looks really weird right now. It's had a little pop. It's bearishly retested in November. We're actually underneath December, and we made a low in the daily. So, um, oh, we actually hit $1. I think I said this was gonna hit $1 a little while ago. Maybe like over here. So we kind of hit that target. Um, if you do see Popcat like in here, do as you said and enter some longs with a bit of margin, 1, 2, 3x, and just leave it, man, because this is probably gonna go higher, and this is a really good level to buy. This is like high time frame. You know, this is what you want to buy for like a big breakout and just hold. But yeah, I have an alert. I'm probably gonna set some bids on low leverage. After this, I'll just ladder them in here. Let's look at Dodge. This is still just looks laboured. Not much to say on this actually at the moment. I mean, we're holding demand. It's fine. Would have been a nice long round here, 3-7. Probably gonna come back down one more time. Let's see if we make a higher low, which I'm expecting. Fair. Let's get a nice chart. Let's just go on the spot chart. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's probably going to do a little bit more here, but I mean, we're above this swing. Some stuff to test in here, but yeah, maybe some stink bids if we get one more drive to the downside, which is not out of the question, by the way, but it does look good for at least a test of the highs now. Injective, yeah, you kind of had your chance here. I mean, it's not the best. If you're looking at this, you might have been waiting for slightly lower in here. Just like, yeah. But I feel like that could have run its course now. And then we do something like this. Luna, massive lower low on the day on the 4 hour. I don't really like that. Nope. No, no. Orca, Grass, Tia, Mew. Supra. Alright. Alright. Let's do Supra first. What is Supra? Apart from a car. Whoa. Is this the right chart? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Brother, there's not too much to say on this. There's not enough data, unfortunately. Um, Something there. Possibly something down in here. Hmm. New coin. Kind of looks like it's flagging out a bit. Could pump if it stays above here. If you're looking for spot, possibly be looking to buy lower, maybe around this swing down here. 2.7, 2.3 would be nice if you do get something like that. Maybe like that, and then back in. I'm not really sure, man. There's not too much data to go off on here, unfortunately. In the short term, it's losing its daily, but it looks fine. As long as we can make a high low of this 15-minute structure here from yesterday morning, it'll probably go test the highs, at least the weekly open ones. Orca grass here. What's Mew doing, bro? Is it time to get back in all the Ponkies and the Mews and stuff? Oof. I don't know about this, actually. This looks a bit cooked. Nah, that looks cooked, man. I'm definitely not long in that. Orca grass, Tia, yeah. Tia, USDT. Spot. Lovely retest of Q2 and the range that we were doing since June. Nice if anyone caught the smaller longs down here. I was actually out, but there's possible re-entry. I don't think it's gone. You might get something in here if you're lucky, like a re-entry. Even if we do that, we might even do that and then carve something out. I like Tia though. I was trying to long this actually on one of these wicks or something before, but it looks good. We're actually gaining these levels back as well, these failure levels, which I like to see. It's nice. It's nice. What's happening with grass? Haven't checked this bad boy out in ages. Oh look, my drawing came through. My drawing came through. My drawing came true. Let me just delete all of this. Delete all this stuff. Yo, this looks like a really crazy chart at the moment. It's above its weekly, which is really good. This is probably the most bullish chart I've seen. Even though it looks a bit precarious. This is probably going to do something. I don't know if I'd short this. Even though we're failing December. And we've got a bearish div. You could take a scalp if you got it up here. Nah, actually, definitely not. I like it, man. I think this is probably going to go higher. Let's do a retest first. We've retested that. Maybe weekly open. Or even here, this demand zone. Yeah. Let's get that bread. Orca? Zeus coin's doing well. What the fuck is that? Um, yeah, it just needs more time to cool off, really. Had a really big spike up. It's been caught on the supply. Mm, important weekly. Yeah, it's just gonna mess about for a bit and then probably go for a round two. But yeah, like Turbocorn says, I think I've been saying this for a few weeks now. Get your altcoin bags to where you want them to be on dips. So you probably should have done that on Tuesday on the dump. But if you're not happy with some of your altcoin holdings or your bags, just go look at the chart, go look at the 4 hour, go look at the daily, and just set some spot orders on some major levels. And then, yeah, hopefully they hit. What's Render doing? Render looks good for a December retest now. I've been interested in this 8.9 level for a while. We bearishly retested it here on that stream, so I didn't take the long there. But oh, we didn't get supported by the band. Now that we've broken above it, I'd be happy to take that retest long in here. Yeah, 8.9. Settle that. Yeah, now we're broken above. I'm happy to bid that retest in anticipation of the highs or going higher. 20%. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Arve's pumping. Whoa. Whoa. Too late to get in spot. Target below 2.8 for grass. Are you asking me, is it too late to get in spot? Early morning grinders, let's get this bread, ducks. Yo, bro, I don't know how you do it, Zeus. Wakes up at 5 a.m. and just hits the dab. Hits the straight dab. Hits the straight dab and just gets magical powers. Yo, this is looking crazy. What the fuck? Hold on. Nice. Arve, an old school DeFi coin pumping. Who would have thought, eh? Um, what's Arc doing? I've got a spot order set on Arc for this June, and then slightly lower as well. I want to see us just do one more. Look, we're bearishly retesting. I want to see us do one more and come in here, and then I'm going to buy more spot. I know I've already bought a tiny bit. But yeah, I think that's pretty fine. Aptos came right back down to the swing, and then it's more, more chill. Yeah. Um. Just wait for retest now if you want a long. There's so much support below. Like we made it look really bad, like really really ugly, lower low. If we now come and hold these levels for a higher low, and then test, and then do that, it'll be a whole season once again. But there are quite a few Stubers coming up, actually, for shorts in here. So what you should be doing right now, especially if you're not in any trades, is looking for low leverage longs here and looking for, I guess, low leverage shorts here. Because right now we're in the middle of the range. You don't want to do anything here. There's no trade. There's nothing to play. There's just alerts to set. So alert, alert, alert. Oh, low leverage. Okay, stop below. And then do the same on the other side. Because even on ETH, there's a nice Stuber that actually could play out. Oh, we're nearly there. If that just does that, I might maybe take a shot. Just for lower though, not that I think it's going to go like down here or something. Just to hedge off longs that I'm already in. What was the question, but you answered. Okay, nice. APT, yeah, I have been looking at APT. Where do you buy Navi? KuCoin, brother. KuCoin is the best exchange for spot. Well, actually, that's probably a lie, but I've used KuCoin only for spot for years, and it's been really good. So yeah, I buy that on KuCoin. APT, yeah, APT. I've actually been trying to long APT for so long, and I just haven't really. I haven't got any. I haven't got it that anything that I've liked. Um, Gaining December right now, which is really good to see. Um, we do have just massive, massive Stuber, unfortunately. But this probably could hold 618, which we've gained. I reckon this would probably be, once we come up to it a first time, this would be a potential short, potential. And the reason I say potential is because we're coming into alt season and you kind of want to be more looking for longs, but if my, say we get a couple wicks in the band, like here, the band is coming. Wick into the bag, close below weekly open, double reversal, then yeah, I might take a short because we might come and test lower down here. But it will depend on parameters. But yeah, is it possible long in December? Let me just take that off. No. Mm, it's okay. It's not the best. It's really not the best. Maybe daily open then a regain in December. That's kind of in no man's land right now. Definitely gonna go and retest December though. I do think we're gonna get one more. So like, think about this as a range. This is the top. This is the bottom. We're probably gonna get one more touch of both sides before we see a resolution. Like the top sides haven't been retested yet, so let's see. Let's just see. Yeah, just set an alert down here, and maybe at weekly open, and then just see what happens. To be honest, I probably will do that right now. 11-8. 14-5. Right, cool. It's done. Not really too much to say on that at the moment. Arb looks interesting. This actually looks kind of decent. Didn't quite get that retest, but still in the buy on the daily. I would have liked to see a retest Q2, Q3, sorry. Because August's been retested, Q4's been retested. If that gets retested, and then we start gaining December back, which we have, yeah, pumpy, looking pumpy. I trade spot on buy a bit. I spot trade on buy a bit and futures. How do you get fair value gaps? Is it an indicator? It basically just get when you have a really massive rocket candle up, it just leaves a gap in liquidity in the zone. But if you want to know the actual technical reasons behind it, I think you should ask Kieran or Zeus. Stairs. I do know. It's just like a significant price movement between the high of one candle and the low of the next candle. But I don't use it too much. I think Kieran uses it quite heavily, and it'll be quite a nice guy to explain that to you because he's very knowledgeable. He's a very good guy, Kieran. But is it an indicator or did you draw them up yourself? I don't think it's an indicator, no. Inefficiencies left behind are only an indicator on T trading light, yeah. I'm gonna re-get my trading light membership. I need those vector candles. I actually need it. Not gonna lie. Especially if you're scalping with the bands, yeah. I was developing like a strategy with my scalping strategy with the vector candles, and if you get like a double wick into the band, and then the second wick that closes below the band, if there's loads of like, for example, if you're quite high, if there's loads of longs on it, you're gonna just dump, like mega dump, because you got two wicks in the band, and then everyone's long in the top, and it just insta reverses. It's so nice. It's very very nice. Um, let's have a look at some of the spot. Rio had a really nice pump. Has since retested all this stuff to the downside, and we're holding. I really do want to hold December here. If we hold December, it'll be looking nice and dandy. Um, Similar thing with token. They're just doing retests and stuff like that. WorldCoin's actually pumping. Ooh, who's playing the harmonica? Love me some harmonica. Yeah, we specifically don't have one. Surely there's got to be one on TradingView, which is free. For sure. Um,
There is a fair value gap indicator on the trading view. Give me a second and I'll post one in the chat.
okay, thanks, brother.
Called something MTF
Because
fair value gap indicator, but I'll post the name in a second.
nice one.
I can't post anything from Lux Algo, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
running after you if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Main competitor. There's got to be one for sure. So yeah, I think that's about it for me. I'm just waiting for something to happen. You know, I got some longs on Tuesday, and then I went out on Tuesday night, so I wasn't there, and Wednesday morning, and then yeah, I'm just kind of like if we get the highs and we get a high low. So like, say we come up to here on something like near, and then you can get your Stuber out, and do that and be like, okay, we wicked into this and close below. I'll take a short. I'll happily take shorts on lower highs for possibly lower or higher low down here. Maybe like a higher low like this. I'll happily do that. And then if we come down first and make a higher low now, I'll happily take longs for higher. It's not the time to be impatient when we're here on loads of these things. Although Link looks really interesting here. I'll be watching this daily close tonight to see what happens with that. Yeah, I think a lot of the coins are just kind of looking like that. They're having their pump out of their massive dump, and then they're probably going to settle down soon. Let's actually go and check the all the ponkies and this stuff. We haven't had a look at these in ages. Ooh, nice test of that Q3. Interesting.
I don't know what you think, Jack, but I've got a feeling that those memes like ponkies, popcats, and dogs, they are not doing really well.
No, well, see, the thing is that I feel like they did really well, really fast. So it's kind of like it's really weird this cycle. They're kind of trading in conjunction with Bitcoin,
Yeah,
and so when Bitcoin was going up and pumping, all these ponkies and these popcats, they were doing really well, and I was trading them. And now that Bitcoin's kind of cooled off and everything's going into ETH and alts, they're also kind of cooling off. So I'm sure that they'll be back. They're just having a little bit of a, just a pullback and a retrace and a reset. It's weird. It must be because the only reason I can think about it is because the new retail that are coming into crypto now, they're not buying altcoins, they're buying shitcoins, they're buying meme coins. So when they see Bitcoin pumping, and they're like, okay, I want to get in the market, they're not buying alts, they're buying Whiff, they're buying Popcat, they're buying Ponky, they're buying Bonk, they're buying Pepe, they're buying Bohm, they're buying Brett, they're buying all this shit. So that's probably why it's moving like that. Um, it'll be back. It'll be back at some point. Don't worry. See, that looks interesting. I want to see Q4 on Popcat, and then I'll probably start going more into them in more detail as I was. But yeah, it's weird. It's different this cycle. It's quite fun. Look at that, mate. That looks crazy. That looks pumpy as hell. Just another daily close I'll be watching. So, Brett and I can't even remember what I said. Link. Link. It was Link. What's happening with Tau? My trade's been stopped out. So, possible Q4 re-entries on Tau because I'm not in a trade, and WorldCoin, yeah, maybe down here in some of this structure. I like it. We'll see though. Damn, I bought a lot at the lows, and especially for accounts that had a lot of dry powder. Didn't have time to look at charts that much since I've had literal 16-hour work days, brother. Fuck. But it's nice to see the buy the dip with no confidence work sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you're in the bull market, so you're going to buy the dip. Sometimes you might get a bigger dip, but then you just buy the dip again. And then if you have no money, you just wait. Because you're in a bull market. Zeus, post a quote. Post a quote now. I'm joking. Trio Marketplace is live today, right? No, they pushed it back 5 days. Also, one thing about Trio, has anyone noticed? You see that Bitcoin puppet? That shit's been on 20 days for like 20 days. Or is it just my one? That raffle. That raffle's been there for like, I don't know, weeks. Probably a month, and it's been on 20 days, the timer. Might have to have a word with our sponsor. Old coins are sending now, to hell with the memes. Well, the memes will be back, don't worry. I had so much fun trading. This is why all my stream for the trades, we used to go on the 3 minute and just go, what's Ponky doing? What's Popcat doing? What's Bonk doing? What's Whiff doing? Oh, here we go, double wick into the band. Let's get a 3% trade on here. Everyone got their pizza pet. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous, bro. Yeah, I agree with this one from that take.
Dumb question, but what the fuck is Pizza Pet?
Pizza Pet is an NFT, like a Tamagotchi thing that people who held Trio in their Xverse early on get for free, and it actually sounds kind of sick. Like, it sounds pretty cool. Like, if you don't feed your Pizza Pet, it dies and it gets taken off the blockchain, and then the ones that survive are like more rare and shit.
Really sounds like something I'm too old for.
Yeah, it does. But you know, I wish I had got mine. Shall I check my wallet just in case? Oh, I've just got bare random shit. Dog go to the moon. Pups world peace. $1 billion cat. Arsic Genesis rune. Gizmo imaginary kitten. Like, this is all probably just scams, innit? Yeah, they're just runes. Scam runes. How do I see? Yeah, okay, I didn't get one. I must have put my trio in my Xverse wallet like 2 days after the snapshot or something, and they didn't even know about it. Anyway, well, Ego, you can't be dying before your NFT. So you're playing the POU in the markets now, huh? What does that mean? Am I dumb, chat? I got one. Yeah, I know. I saw you talking about it in the chat. Did you just get one? Well, oh man, I would have got like five. Yes. You're old, maybe. I'm not a spring chicken, but I'm definitely not old. Definitely not that much older than you are. Anyway, 4 hour close. Let's just have a look at a couple of these things and then, yeah. That looks really nice. Retest of Daily Open on Worldcon, by the way. Looks decent. Let's turn off some of this stuff. Bro. Bruh. I've got a good question. What does everyone consider old? Because different people are going to consider old different things. Like, if you're 19, you're probably going to think 26, 27 is old. But if you're 35, you're thinking 25 is young, bro. Because 25 is young. Nah, I don't want to trade any of that stuff right now. Sol actually looks quite interesting. Although I don't want to long it here. He's reaching. He's reaching. Yeah, a bit of a nothing day, guys. I think we're waiting for the news later. Brett looks really interesting, though. I was going to check Brett and Link. That actually closed above there. Let me just take that off. That looks like a pumpy chart to me. Ignore the trend line. I was just messing around with it. See you later, mate. Maz, legend. Have a great day. Well, I kind of agree, Zeus, but I also kind of disagree. Just because meme coins are like. So the casino in crypto is probably one of the biggest attractions for retail and normies and younger people coming into the market. So you can say that there is kind of a role for meme coins in garnering interest from teenagers and Gen Z and younger normies and normal people. Because I bet like quite a lot of people that I went to uni with who didn't know anything about crypto but then bought Dodge and then probably sold the bottom, they're probably coming back and buying meme coins again. Or if they're smart, they got burnt last cycle when they bought meme coins. They're actually doing a bit of research and buying good projects and holding. So I wouldn't say it has no value, but I see what you're getting at, and I agree with you to a certain extent. Like, who says what has value?
Okay, so I
People can
might
buy
blow
it
some of you
still.
guys out here. So I get your point, right? That the casino like holds a point, but think of it this way:
Mm,
if all of those people that got burnt on meme coins that now don't want to invest in crypto, if we actually added them as liquidity to the market, or we
yeah.
added them as a useful investor to the market, then you have other projects. You have DEXs, you have centralized exchanges, all of which have more liquidity, more money that are on the exchanges that wasn't just sucked away by a scammer or by one of the top 2% traders in the world that are just sniping meme coins. Like their actual utility and value is zero. And we have destroyed actual investors that have came into the space. That those investors are people and money that could have been nurtured into more for the space that have just been taken out or even just like skeptical and it's done bad for the space.
Mm. No, I see what you mean because, for example, like, there's $2 billion in PopCat. It could obviously be used better other places, but people love the memes. It definitely does have a place. Obviously, the pump fun and the shitcoin casino and the rugging is obviously unavoidable in a space which is unregulated. But on the balance, I probably agree with you. But I would just say that it does have a specific role. Like think about Dodge. Dodge is probably going to be integrated into X payments, but we don't really consider that a meme coin anymore. I feel like there's a distinction to make between memes and shitcoins. Like shitcoins are what you're getting rugged on when they've been made 2 seconds ago, and meme coins are stuff like Whiff and Bohm and Pepe and shit like that. So yeah, I agree, but I do think there is some sort of value to have some of them in the market.
But again, even going deeper on that, like Doge, you can mine it. There's
Mm,
like validators, you can
yeah,
stake it.
and they
Like
actually
these
have a
meme
layer two
coins,
now, Laker.
exactly. So like there is utility to the coin.
Right.
These meme coins where they launch a billion coins, there is zero value to them.
Yeah.
It is legit just a waste of space on the blockchain.
Mhm. I agree, but free market, so you know.
I agree with both of you.
Yeah, it's one of them ones where it's just you can't really do anything about it. It's just a part of the market, and we love the
Yeah.
market for it. I think being old isn't just where it's experience, but I'm 50 years old, but
I
65 is still
think
scared of
like
markets. Yeah, true.
when when I started like uh, properly looking to trading early this year, I was like, yeah, meme coins. No, no, I'm not touching meme coins. Now I'm like, I don't care. I'm here for money, right?
Mm, tokens of bad money. Yeah, I mean you can make money in memes though. If you just buy solid memes when they do like 80% retraces and just hold them, that's probably what the only way, the only calculated way to make money on memes, and to do it in times where the market's the opposite of hot. Because I feel like you just come into the meme coin cycle too late. Everything's just just overextended, and you're just trying to catch that like last 5x or whatever, and you just get burnt. I think with memes, it's the same with a lot of Bitcoins don't touch other assets since they aren't volatile. A lot of alters look at only alts because Bitcoin isn't volatile enough. People don't go into alts since they aren't as volatile as memes. Yeah, I mean it's like it's a ladder. So like you have like people that only trade Bitcoin, and people that only trade big caps, then people that trade altcoins, and then for people that trade altcoins and it's not enough for them, they go into like shit like that, degen shit like that, because they're gamblers. It's literally gambling. It's gambling. So, and I think gambling does have a place in crypto. A small, but it has a place. You know. I also don't invest in penny stocks. No, who does? It's gambling. You don't know what it's gonna do. Yes. But yeah, anyway, I don't think there's too much to say on this stream. As predicted, we're kind of just getting a down week. Let's see what the weekly closes hold for us. This daily on Brett's going to be quite interesting, and the daily on Link's going to be quite interesting. But apart from that, just chill, just wait. Don't be brash. Yeah, Sui looks crazy. Damn. This could actually. I'm actually going to set an alert for 4.25 just in case. But yeah, yeah, I think just a bit of a chill one. Look for some longs. I think we need to accept it's here, unfortunately. Non-crypto peeps will never adopt crypto being a real thing, knowing people are trading trash. They'll never accept it being a real store of value, which means we are losing a good portion of people cash. Yeah, but that's changing. This is the thing. People did used to think that until like Jerome and the SEC and BlackRock and stuff like that actually started about talking about Bitcoin, and it's important to separate the two. So now, like, obviously, a lot of people know about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's so different from crypto. Like, I actually think of Bitcoin as a separate thing to crypto now, because it kind of is to me. It's not got the same makeup. It's completely, for all the reasons that make Bitcoin great, I don't think it's the same as other cryptos. Yeah. Maybe Lensby. I'll look at doing it over. You mean free Ross? Bring back Silk Road. Let me stop Marconi.